It's K975, real hip hop and R&B. I am that girl, RoyalTea, Big T, not the little one. It is Black Music Month, so I got platinum producer, songwriter, artist. The list goes on. Gav Beats in the building. How you
I
doing?
love your voice. Oh
Oh,
my gosh.
thank you. Look, don't start by gassing me up now, okay? Don't start.
I put 93 in the tank. I got to put
Okay.
93 in there. The
Look,
gas.
I appreciate it.
You
I
know what I
really
mean?
appreciate it. So, for those who may not be familiar with you, can you just give us a little rundown on how you even got started in music production, how you got started in the industry?
Uh, man. I grew up with a guy that crazy story. Uh, one of the guys that I was with for 20 odd years,
Okay.
who kind of got me in the music business. God rest in peace. Well, rest in peace. He died Sunday. He introduced me. Well, I was with a team underground team that had that signed me and this girl named Sharifa, who went with DTP. Then I Need a Boss and all that. This guy Tavares comes on. I end up meeting Vincent Herbert, and the rest was history after that. I just started working in the music business, took a break for a long time, and then I came back and was signed under, still work with a guy by the name of Harold Lilly, who I actually grew up with. And he wrote songs that from 2000 to 2010 was every pop chart in America or the world. So that's how I kind of got started in a nutshell. That's the whole story. You know what I mean?
Okay, nice. Now, if you don't mind me asking, and you can give us like, the brief version,
Okay.
why did you decide to take a break and then come back into it? It's the
Um,
smile for me.
you know what's crazy? I got married.
Okay.
Uh, was married. I am a widower too.
Okay.
That's the
Sorry to
craziest
hear
thing.
that.
But just wanted to be a husband, and I was still doing music, but not as crazy as I am now. In the
Okay.
past 2 years, it seemed like I've been more busy in my 40s than I ever was in my 20s or 30s. It's crazy. I'm 45 and work like an animal. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, that's good. You
Yeah,
booked and busy. It's better to be booked and busy than to
booked and
have,
busy. That's the word. You know what I
no
mean?
motion. Well, you are now in Greensboro, North Carolina.
Yes, ma'am.
How would you say that local community has kind of influenced the type of music that you're making now?
I've been in Greensboro. I was there since maybe 20. Then I moved to South Carolina when I was 33. Came back at 42. So Greensboro has always been a piece. I mean, I started the local scene in Raleigh, working with different people like Jay Manifest, Mike Blaze. So I was with them forever out here. But Greensboro has always been home for me since I was out of college. So I kind of really take a quote unquote, not racist, but I'm kind of segregated. I want Greensboro to win. I don't want North Carolina to win, but I love Greensboro. Yeah,
Okay. All
been
right.
great to me. They've been great to me.
I guess we can show a little love to
Yeah, come
Greensboro
on,
right
just a
now.
little bit. Come on now.
They right up the street. We can show a little love to
You know
them.
what I mean?
All right, well, fast forward, you have been able to work with some really, really big names. You've worked with Beyonce,
Did
Lil
I?
Duval,
Did he?
Benzino.
Did I?
Did you? Did you? I want to know about this Beyonce thing. How
Okay.
did that happen?
Man, look. And look, I don't mean all the stories kind of sad, in a
Oh
good
no.
way. They
Okay.
heartfelt.
Okay.
The I started. Beyonce was working on an album. I think COVID was what 2018,
Mhm.
2019.
Yes.
She had been working on a project since then,
Okay. Well, I was
Renaissance.
about to say, please tell me it was Renaissance.
Yeah, it was
Okay.
Renaissance, but we didn't know it was going to be Renaissance because it was going to be something else.
Oh.
So we were sending tracks. I'm still married by now.
Okay.
I'm making songs, and they're sending everything to me in South Carolina. So I'm getting tracks that no one even knows is going to either make it or not. I'm playing over
Wow.
all this music that still hasn't been heard yet. And then
Wow.
I think November or December, the Lion King thing came out. After that, everybody's still making records for the album. Then Renaissance comes out. So I'm like, I'm not getting on the album.
Okay.
Leave it alone.
Okay.
Crazy story. Got to put this part in here. Um, My former wife died. Oh no, my wife at the time dies at February 3rd. Her funeral was at February 12th. I met her. Well, my birthday is June the 3rd. I met her on June the 12th. Crazy story. February the 3rd of this year, I was going to LA to handle some meetings, and then February the 12th was Super Bowl. Watched the Super Bowl, which I never do because I'm not really a crazy sports person.
Okay.
They said something about Beyonce is dropping 2 songs, and by mine, okay, you know what I mean. Then I get a call when the Super Bowl is over, and I'm going home. Gav, congratulations for what? You're on Beyonce album. What, you lying? No one told me. I got no, So come to find out, the credit is right there. I'm on the album, and I was just as shocked as everybody. I cried like a baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and completely understandable. And again, very sorry for your loss.
Yeah.
How would you say having that moment, like with Beyonce, and it's like, oh my goodness, now I'm on Beyonce's album. Do you feel like that helped you in that time period?
No, it's emotionally it did. Musically, um, it's definitely a great notch
Okay.
to have on your belt, knowing that 1% of the world is super rich, 1% of the world has worked with Beyonce.
Yeah.
So it's like that's a very big fraternity to be a part of. The other piece is it was beautiful. It was a moment, but I've always been one of those that loves the work. So it's like, okay, what's next? You know what I mean? So that's it. But it was definitely for the Beehive because I don't want no problems. It was definitely one of those goals that I wanted to definitely reach.
Nice.
That was a big goal to do.
Much love to the Beehive. We
No
do
question.
not want no smoke this way,
No
okay?
question.
Now, of course, that was a huge moment for you, but what would you say is like one of the most memorable moments in your career so far?
What would be the most memorable besides Beyonce?
Besides Beyonce.
You know what? I've worked with so many great artists since we in Raleigh. Let's talk about Raleigh.
Okay.
I've had so many moments in and out of the music business. Black Men Don't Cheat was a moment because we shot the video at Jamie Foxx's house. So it was different to meet him in real time.
Yeah.
I would say the first time I met Alicia Keys, won't tell that story, but it's a funny story. Then I think seeing Fantasia, we were all in the hotel because all of us are good friends. We all kind of semi grew up together, kind of sort of. Well, when I moved to North Carolina, I just would see him all the time when I was in college, and me and Rico were close at the time. So we all would be at the hotel when she was on American Idol. So those are really dope moments in my life. And then you have people like Ashley Marshall, Tish Songbird, who I think I've done 2 of the greatest albums of my life that I wrote and produced for them. And one is called Soul, the other one is called Face. Maybe 2 of the greatest albums to ever come out of Raleigh. I said it, I can back it up.
Period.
So I think those are 2 big accomplishments for me. You know what I mean?
Now, that is a crazy track record. Let me just say that. That is a crazy track record. You have also been able to take it a little further than just music, and you've gone into TV doing things for like The Shot and Power.
Yeah.
How is producing for artists different than producing for these shows?
I think the difference for the TV shows is it allows me to songs that I never placed or just had in the cut, I could just give to them. And they decide if it needs to go anywhere. Most of these songs, like I just had 2 on the new episode of The Shot that I saw last night because I always watch it late.
Oh wait, I ain't watched it yet. I was about to ask which ones, but matter of fact, which ones before I watch it?
One is called We, and the other one is called oh my God, I don't remember. But it's all the shows have been amazing to see that part because hold on, now y'all got me wanting to know. Oh, Misery. That's what it's called, Misery. So it's Misery and We. And those are 2 newer songs. We is old, but I've been able to do songs that were old and put it with now. By the way, I forgot another accomplishment was the Keisha Cole's joint. Let's not forget
Okay.
that. You know what I mean? Because when I finally got my plat, that was a milestone. So yeah.
And which one was that?
Just like you,
Okay.
I did the title track. So you would think I would know the album name. I got my platinum plat 12 years later, which is
Wow.
crazy. So yeah,
Delayed, not denied.
come on now,
Okay. Delayed, not denied.
come on now.
Now you touched on your soulfulness, and
Yeah.
when you make music, you're known for like a soulful, nostalgic mixed with like some modern.
Okay.
So, what does the creative process look like with you?
It just depends on who I work with. You know, I I learn from the young kids just in case somebody wants to speak crazy. But the process is just when I feel it, I do it. For years, I made so much music that I don't have to move as quick as others. We talking about. I think my highest may be 70 beats
What?
in a month. No lie, no cap. Like
Wow.
I would work that much. So it's documented, it's proven. So it's like those were the kind of things that I love to do. I love to work. So I think now at 45, I still do a lot of work, but then I've learned how to take it easy. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm gonna ask you about Black Music Month,
Okay.
but you hit on something that brought up a whole different question. So it's also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month.
Let's go.
June is.
Let's go.
And so you said that you're still trying to take it easy, but you're so busy. So how do you manage your mental health when you're working in such a fast-paced environment?
Um, After losing a loved one, it's taught me to shut down and process. Um, Again, I lost one friend. He didn't get a kidney. He died Sunday. My niece was actually killed in a domestic violence by her husband Wednesday.
Hmm.
So one thing I've learned to do is to shut down, but I also have learned to allow those close to me to be a part of my life. I think sometimes when we go through stuff, we want to keep everybody away. I
Right.
can do this by yourself. That you can't. Even when people use this thing of I'm learning who I am. How do you do that without having people or subjects to see you in order to know, oh, that part of me is this way or that way? So I think I've allowed those to be when they can for me and not look at them bad when they can't. And then how to process by not shutting the world off, but just kind of saying, you know what, no work today. Let me just process this. Of course, I got to talk to God because,
Of
you know what I
course.
mean? That's just necessary. So that's what I do. And I've been to therapy too. So, you got to do all those things.
And I thank you so much for just being open to sharing that. That's so powerful, and
No
we need to
question.
hear more of that.
No question.
Now I'm gonna get into the Black Music Month.
Okay.
What does Black music mean to you?
I don't know what black music means to me because it's a funny statement. I always tell people. Um, I know I've been this color so long. I don't know that it would take somebody not black to understand
Yeah.
my music because I am.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to say to that because
Okay.
because I know we all people get deep. Black music is the culture of when the African drums did this and Bambata boy, and I'm like, yo, I've been me so long. I don't know what it is not to be. It would have been easier for someone to say what is folk music or something
Okay.
like that because it's like I've been this so long. I don't know.
It just
I know that
is.
sounds funny, like,
No?
but I am.
Yeah.
I'm black. I, this is the greatest skin that God could give me, and the music that come from it is just. If I had to try to make something of it, it's soul. It's unapologetic. It is. This is the crazy thing. Being black. The beautiful thing about being black is everybody wants to be it. I
This
can
is
prove it.
true.
Everybody wants to be it. You go to the sun, you go to the beach to get a tan to be darker. You want to make music like us. Everything we've done first. It's a proven fact. So when people ask, I don't know what it is, but to be first.
Yeah. There you go.
That's it. Yeah.
It's the first. There we go.
That's
I love
black
that.
music.
That's
first.
a great answer.
You know what I mean? That's how I view black music. I can't really put it. I can't put black people, black music, black culture in a box. It's never been in a box. We are always changing. We so innovative. I don't know.
Okay. I love that answer, actually. I do. I love it. I love it. Now, do you have any collaborations or any projects that we should be on the lookout for this year?
I've been doing a lot of stuff with gospel music.
Ooh.
Called what is it called? God's Producer Mashups, EP 1, 2, 3, and 4. I just put out 4 recently, and that's been kind of fun because one song kind of went viral, and I was shocked. I couldn't believe it did. But this is my living in vain. I've been doing that. I think I'm working on my final 3 projects for myself.
Okay.
I kind of want to see the future of being at least by 47 or 50 a label owner.
Ooh.
And kind of take it easy from doing shows or this and that. I kind of want to do the next part of being grown.
Okay.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. I don't really have any. Tish is always working. I think I got to do a record with Tish soon. Different people in Greensboro. An artist that is signed to Snoop, Jane Hancock. I worked on her project. I think I got a few joints on there. But just working on these TV shows right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is a really dope. Now, before we wrap this thing up, please let them know where they can find you, where they can follow you, all that.
You can find Gavin Maestro on Instagram as the Gavin One. You can find me on Facebook as Gavin Maestro. All of them you can find Gavin Maestro. And I think TikTok, either Gavin Maestro or Gav Beats. So you can find me a little bit of everywhere, you know what I mean?
All right, you heard it here first, Black Music Month. Gav, thank you
Sure.
so much for being in with us.
I appreciate seeing you. You know what I
Of
mean?
course, of course.